Hello my friends, my name's Kendra and today's yoga video is for the runner. It's very important to stretch after your runs so that you can continue to run in a healthy body. So let's get our stretch on. Whenever you're ready, we'll get started. Let's start in a standing position. Come to the top of your mat. Allow the feet to be comfortably hip width apart. Next time you inhale, carry the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hinging from the hips, take the torso, fold it forward over the legs. Arms release down towards the floor, top of the head releases down towards the floor. A soft bend in the knees to allow the torso to lengthen over the legs. Let everything hang forward here. Inhale, ground into the feet with a nice long spine. Come all the way up into standing. Reach the arms back up overhead. Exhale, release the arms down. Inhale, arms back up, reach up. Exhale, hinging forward, take the torso, lengthen it over the legs. Bending the knees as much as you have to so the fingertips can ground onto the mat. Cross the right leg over the left. So now the right foot is grounded on the mat towards the outside of the left foot. Keep the fingertips on the mat. If they don't make it there, feel free to use some furniture to help with propping yourself up, or you could use some blocks if you have some yoga blocks. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, continue to release the torso forward over the legs while inviting the legs to be as straight as you can have them. For myself, I have really tight calves and hamstrings, so I have to use some furniture or a block. Otherwise, I feel like I can't get the proper stretch. So if you're feeling like that in your body where you're not feeling the stretch in the calves and the hamstrings, then feel free to use some furniture or, like I said, some blocks to help prop you up. Take 2 more breaths. Exhale, uncross the legs. Both feet grounded on the mat. Good. Sway the hips from left to right. Before we go to the opposite side, soften the body. Pausing at center. Cross the left leg over the right, grounding the left foot onto the mat, close towards the outside of the right foot. Slight bend in the knees for right now. Torso is still folding forward over the legs. Good, and then begin to invite the legs as straight as you can have them without hyperextending the knees. Use some props or blocks if you need it. Couple breaths. Exhale, uncross the left leg from the right. Feet are hip width apart. Bend the right knee, straighten the left leg. Bend the left knee, straighten the right leg. Opposite side. Opposite side. So bend one knee, straighten the other. Go back and forth a couple times. Exhale, pausing at center. Bend the knees a lot so you can ground the hands onto the mat. Step the left foot all the way back. Right knee stacked on top of the right ankle, pressing back through the left heel. Exhale, release the left knee onto the mat, untuck the left toes. Place the hands on the inside of the right foot on the mat. Heel toe the right foot towards the right side of your mat, maintaining that right knee on top of the right ankle. Keep grounding into the right foot. Keep the gaze looking down towards the mat. Back of the neck remains nice and long. You could stay right here if you feel like you could go a little bit farther. Bend the elbows, either pausing halfway or releasing the forearms all the way down onto the mat. If you're all the way down, making sure that you can still breathe deep and full. The right knee is stacked on top of the right ankle, and you maintain a nice long spine. Heel toe the right foot back towards the middle of the mat. The hands now frame the right foot. Exhale, press the sit bones back towards the left heel, straighten the right leg. Lift the right foot off the mat, all 5 toes move up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold the spine, the torso, over the right leg. Hips are level. All 5 toes, like I said, are pointing up towards the ceiling, especially that baby toe. Exhale, bend the right knee, ground the right foot onto the mat. Keep the left knee grounded on the mat. Now turn the left foot towards the right side of your mat. Walk the hands all the way towards the left. So now the hands are towards the left knee. Straighten the right leg and lift the right foot off of the mat. Right toes moving up towards the ceiling. Walk the hands all the way towards the left. Now ground the left hand onto the mat. Inhale, reach the right arm up overhead. Gaze looks up towards the ceiling. Exhale, gaze looks down towards the floor. Ground the right hand. Walk the hands back towards the right, pausing right in front of the left knee. Inhale, nice long spine. Exhale, start to move the sit bones back towards the left heel. Pausing before it hits the left heel. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, take the sit bones back towards the left heel, pausing before they hit the left heel. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, soft bend in the right knee. Begin to walk the hands towards the right. Ground the right foot onto the mat. Move the left leg back to the center. Good, you may need to lessen your stance here. Awesome, ground the hands onto the mat. Heel toe the right leg all the way towards the right. Release the right knee back towards the left. We're in our tabletop position, knees hip width apart, palms stacked underneath the shoulders. Exhale, round your spine, tuck the chin down towards the chest. Inhale, sit bones rise, belly drops, chest and head lengthen forward. Exhale, rounding back. Inhale, lengthen. Go back and forth a few times. Follow your breath. Pausing with a neutral spine. Step the left foot forward in between the hands. Tuck the toes of the right foot. Inhale, lift the right knee off the mat. Stack the left knee on top of the left ankle, grounding deeply into the left foot. Press back through the right heel, elongate the spine. Exhale, release the right knee back down onto the mat. Untuck the toes. Place the hands onto the mat on the inside of the left foot. Heel toe the left foot towards the left side of your mat, keeping the foot grounded on the mat. Left knee stacked on top of the left ankle. You could stay right here, or maybe you exhale, bend the elbows, pausing halfway, or you could come all the way down onto the mat with the forearms. Wherever you are, keeping the left knee stacked on top of the ankle and maintaining your long spine. If the forearms are released onto the mat, inhale, straighten the arms, ground the palms. Heel toe the left foot towards the middle of the mat. Hands are now framing the left foot. Exhale, slowly press the sit bones back towards the right heel. Straighten the left leg. Flex the left foot, all 5 toes pointing up towards the ceiling. There's lots of space in between the right glute and right heel, so you're not sitting all the way back. Again, check in with that left knee. Be mindful to not lock the knee. And notice the left baby toe. A lot of the time when we're tight, the baby toe will point down towards the mat. So see if you can invite all 5 toes, especially that baby toe, up towards the ceiling. And then notice the hips, squaring the hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, see if you can take the torso and fold it over the left leg. Always use some support if you need it. Maybe use blocks here, or maybe prop yourself up on some furniture. A great indicator of stretches to see if you've gone too far is your breath. So if you're not breathing deep and full, then that's a great cue to come out a little bit and find a position where you still feel the stretch, but you're still able to breathe deep and full. Exhale, bend the left knee, ground the left foot onto the mat, hands grounded on the mat. Left knee stacked on top of the left ankle. Keep the right knee grounded on the mat and move the right leg, right shin and foot, towards the left side of your mat. Begin to walk the hands towards the right. Good. Straighten the left leg. Lift the left foot back up off of the floor, all 5 toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Right knee stacked underneath the right hip, grounding the fingertips or the palms onto the mat. Walk the hands all the way now towards the right. Ground the right fingertips or palm onto the mat. Inhale, lift the left arm up overhead. Gaze can look up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, ground the left hand onto the mat. Slowly walk the hands back towards the left, pausing with the palms in front of the right knee. Exhale, slowly press the sit bones back towards the right heel, pausing before they hit the right heel. Inhale, back up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Good. Begin to walk the hands back towards the left. Bend the left knee, ground the foot onto the mat. Take the right leg back to neutral. Very carefully heel toe the left foot all the way towards the left. Release the knee back towards the right. On our hands and knees in the tabletop position. Knees stacked underneath the hips, palms grounded on the mat underneath the shoulders. Two breaths here. Exhale, sit back onto your heels. Crown of the head lengthening up towards the ceiling. Move the legs out of the way so you can sit down onto your glutes. Extend the legs out in front of you. Come towards the top of your mat so then you can very slowly come all the way down onto your back. When you get there, hug the knees in towards the chest. Place the left hand on top of the left knee, right hand on top of the right knee. As you exhale, open up the knees nice and wide. Use the palms on the knees to help guide the knees in towards the torso. Inhale, bring the inner thighs back together. Exhale, slowly open up the knees nice and wide. Inhale, back together, inner thighs touch. Exhale, open up the knees nice and wide. Inhale, come back together, inner thighs touch. Exhale, release the feet onto the mat. You can release the arms down towards your torso. Turn the palms up to face the ceiling. Close the eyes. Find gratitude for your body. Give your body a big thank you for every movement that it just did. And when the time feels right, you can move on to your day or evening. Thanks for joining me, guys.